acquisition of Bank of East Asia by ICBC was the first acquisition by a Chinese company of a U.S. financial institution. I think New China Trust and my client CAIF were very wise in now looking at aircraft leasing as perhaps their next foray of China investment in financial services, because that's that 4.2 acquisition of 80% of the AIG portfolio of leased aircraft, the second in the world after General Electric. That might be an area of finance that may be acceptable from that perspective, as opposed to if they were going in today and buying a large multi-centered financial institution of general applicability. I think the common knowledge is if you're going to be going there and buying up banks, that's going to still have regulatory issues. If you're looking at discrete segments of the financial world, the financial services economy, one has a better shot by choosing carefully the niche acquisitions you're looking at.
Great, thanks, Selig. I want to get Alex in on that last question before I turn it over to the audience, so I know we're probably chomping at the bit to ask you all some questions.
Back to that question? Okay, to your lemon question, I think it's really essentially the due diligence question that I mentioned, because it goes both ways. If you are a Chinese company, you want to buy an American cargo company, you want to make sure that it's not an American lemon. And by the same token, if you are an American company that tries to sell yourself to a bidder, to a purchaser, you want to make sure that the purchaser from China is not a Chinese lemon. And so I think that's how I understood your question, Sean. And the way I see it, I can see two kinds of Chinese lemons. One kind is due to the fact that a Chinese purchaser is restricted by the regulatory procedures that I just laid out, so that it may not be able to get the deal done. Even if it has all the resources, it has the cash, it has the intention, but it cannot act quickly enough, or it doesn't get the necessary governmental approval. So that could be a kind of lemon. For example, the Chinese regulatory approval may not be forthcoming, or the CFIUS review may get into the way, so that the deal doesn't happen. So for a U.S. seller, I think it's really important to take these things into consideration. And I think in a competitive bidding situation, as I have seen in some of the deals that I've been involved in, a Chinese company could be at a disadvantage due to the fact that it has to make sure that it complies with the CFIUS review, which doesn't apply to a U.S. bidder. And and also some of these Chinese bidders are state-owned, so that they have to go through sort of a lengthy decision-making procedure. If they have to revise up their bid, they probably have to report back to Beijing, and it probably takes 3 weeks before they can come back. Whereas the other bidders can come back, maybe the same evening. So that they will be at a disadvantage. So another kind of Chinese lemon, I think.